Live with Phil, Thursday evenings at 8.
All right, what's up, guys? It's Thursday, 8 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure my mouse works here. Tonight's guest, him and I crossed paths in the wildest way. He's a lifetime outdoorsman. He is a combat veteran. He is the owner, operator of Wild Memories TV. You might have seen that on the Outdoor Channel. And he's also worked on a lot of other TV shows that you might have seen. All right, guys, let's welcome Boomer.
What's going on, everybody? How are you?
What's up, man?
The opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so it's actually different. Boomer and I are together right now, so I'm going to hop over and fix his camera a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll get you there. Yeah, so this one's a little different. Boomer and I are actually together on a turkey hunt.
Yeah, we are. We're down at Nanticoke Outfitters.
Yeah.
My good buddy David Fletcher. This is a recurring thing now. It's the second year we've done it. Last year it was my first time ever hunting Maryland for turkey, or my second time ever hunting Maryland for turkeys, but my first time down in like that southern Maryland, Delmarva, West Virginia area, and a lot of pines, a lot of different terrain than what it was for me growing up. So it was a great experience. Of course, the hunt was only 15 minutes long. It wasn't very long. The bird came right in. We shot him. Today we went out there. That was hurt a ton of birds. Worked them pretty good. Had one come in. He was probably like 70, 80 yards. Just really no interest in the decoys or anything like that. But we're going back after him tomorrow, so I'm not worried one bit.
Dude, yeah, this morning was intense. It was.
Yeah, right off the start, like I said. He said you're gonna be right on him. Like, I'm gonna put you right on him.
Oh, we got there and it was right away, and we're trying to get set up, and then as camera guys, always run into something, and we had some linking problems with the microphones, and we're trying to get them to link, and you hear.
Always in audio.
But we got it to work. Everything worked out fine, but the birds never came in.
I noticed in those moments, piece of personal advice, when you have audio issues like that, man, just remain calm. Remain calm. You got more time than you think. They're still on the roost, even if they are on the ground. I mean, we all go hunting looking for that magical day where we call once bird hits the ground and runs to us. But I'll be honest with you, before last year with Dave, that had never happened to me in my life, and I've hunted almost. I've been hunting since I was like 5 years old with my dad. So 31 years. That was the first time it's ever happened. Then it happened 3 more times later that year, which was crazy. But
let's move this so we can just stare right at each other when we're talking. It'll look cooler.
This mic for you, bud?
No, I think that'll be good right there. There we go.
You guys still with me?
Yeah, so this is a little different. Anyone who's watched, I usually do them at my house, and I'm not at my house right now. I'm down in Nanticoke Outfitters. Tell us a little bit about that. Yeah, about Nanticoke. We're down here for turkey hunt, but that's not all they do. They do
They're full service out there, man. They're seconds to none. It's like I said, they're the prior to Delmarva salt marshes. It's always to when it comes to ducks. I'm not really duck hunter too much. I film ducks, but I don't want to get my down. Whitetail hunt, second to none. I mean, anything that they have to offer is going to be top notch. Lodging is adequate. Everything is perfect. I would say that Nanticoke Outfitter, where they are right now, is about to be a boom situation. There's going to be a lot of good opportunities for guys to get in. They're not the ground level, but they're damn. Still, and that you're going to be 4, 5, 6 year return clientele. This is the place to jump into right now. So, love coming down here. Me and my girlfriend, we love Ocean City, Maryland. It's right down the road. So you get a little bit of seesaw there. You get these pine trees. You still get like a big forest field. They got a lot of ag down here. It's got the terrain to hold big bucks. It's got the terrain in one of the only places where you're going to be able to get a Sika deer. It's got the ducks, obviously, and it's got the waterfowl situation. It's a top-notch outfitter. It's I would say it's probably the premier outfitter in the Mid-Atlantic region, definitely king of the Delmarva.
Dude, so I actually went on the website and I found a picture. Oh, you're not looking at it. So usually I pull up a picture and I'm like, boom.
Talking to you guys.
And yeah, he's not looking at the screen right now. So I have a picture up here of you with a really nice buck. And
I see what you're doing over there.
oh, can you see it a little bit?
Is that a mirrored screen?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
but it's a couple delayed a little bit.
Okay.
That's just how it works. But I got that picture up.
Okay.
Tell us about that deer.
Okay, so that deer I hunted again, Maryland deer. I went October 16th, so I was hunting a different piece of property. And then anyone that follows the show knows that I start my season down at Premier Outfitters of Western Kentucky. So I was down in Kentucky for the first week. Came home, had a lot of low pressure systems, a lot of rain, a lot of high heat, high humidity days. Just not a very big fan of hunting those kind of days. I mean, not saying that you can't do it. You can't kill them from the couch, and I understand that, but sometimes you do more detriment by going in somewhere and not infiltrating for your actions on at the right time. So we decided to wait. October 16th, we went in there. We had no trail cam pictures. We had no evidence of this. On our end, we didn't know anything about this. Dave and them had already had their homework done on this, so this was like a big secret here. So we go in there. I missed the deer at 25 yards. So I shoot him right where it's below the spine, but not low enough and just high enough to where it's just a dead zone. So I gave him a little tattoo. And anyone else that follows the show knows that that's what I like to do. I had him right where I wanted. So, the story will rage on. I'll end up seeing that buck 3 or 4 more times, and then finally able to put him down in the firearm season. So it's
and look at that thing. It's big.
Yeah. And,
did he score? Did you measure him out?
Yeah, he's a 168. That's what he
Nice.
ended up being. We thought he was 169, but apparently I had inches. But I've heard that before.
Never heard that one, right?
I heard that one. So, it was a buck of a lifetime. Great whitetail, honestly, and it was a good story. And it really showed like the way I hunt with like my tactical side of things. Like only going, and I understand everyone gets bogged down with this. Only going on this day, only going on. Well, sometimes it's dependent on your deer too. The day that we went and I missed that deer, it was like 93 degrees. But then by the time like when I missed them, like 5:45, 6 o'clock, whatever it was, it had dropped almost 20 degrees. So they were up and moving. You know what I mean? Again, Maryland's a big state on private property. Changes the game. Nanticoke Outfitters, they use big time. I'm a big proponent of big time. I use them. I use that often. I like the cherry rush, but obviously they have different flavors coming out. The new pear one and all that.
The pear one, yeah.
We were taking photos and stuff like that today. You just smell
I smelt that. Yeah.
It's like I always tell people, big time isn't for the deer on your property. It's for bringing the deer from the neighbor's property onto yours.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. Don't worry, your deer are going to stay.
Dude.
You need to bring his over.
So I never seen the product that he was just talking about. It's a new thing that he's got. So they ripped that bag open, and you can smell it. It's definitely bringing in the deer from around. Because I mean, if my human nose smelled it from 10 yards away, immediately.
And the other part is it's packed with nutrition. It's packed with the things that they need, to reach their full potential at 5, 6 years old. I mean, that buck that I killed, that was a 4-year-old. That was not a 5-year-old deer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So but at that point, buddy, that was the biggest deer, and everyone at home is, let's crucify him. Listen, that was the biggest deer I ever saw while hunting. Now filming, I've seen bigger deer, but that's filming. That's a different game. Yeah. Hunting, that was the biggest one I saw, and I had already attempted to kill him once. So he's got a big wound on his back. Like that's my season's now dedicated to that. So it was a great hunt, and it was all of like my partners and like the people that helped me get to where I am. They all came together almost. I felt like on that, like they really, really, really helped me achieve that goal. So that's kind of like it's like a teamwork.
We all
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was the starter. I got bagged up a little bit, but the offense came back.
I got you.
Bullpen helped. Closer came in and saved it. So
Bang.
Yeah, I guess I was the closer too.
Yeah, you're closer to opener. Do it all. So you've been down here for deer.
Yes.
Been down here for turkey.
Yes.
Ducks or not ducks? Because you're not.
I have not personally been down here for ducks, just because I don't duck hunt that much. Because I have a full pack schedule. For some people, duck hunting is like a fun. Like we're gonna do that. I'm at the point in my career where there's no hunting unless there's a camera involved.
Yeah.
Why would I even go?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pause you there. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Your career. You're a full-time television TV host.
Yes.
on a show on the Outdoor Channel.
Yes.
Sportsman Channel.
Yeah.
On the Sportsman
and
Channel.
Waypoint TV.
And Waypoint TV.
Yeah.
Check it out. So yeah, let's start from day one. You woke up one day and were like, "Hey, I want to be on TV." How's that go?
Okay. So I got out of the Army, and I went to college, and being in the Army, you have a lot of free time there too. You're in a faraway place, or you're living on a base where you're not from. Everyone is military there. It's a military town. You're not special, so you're not gonna knock on the door and say, "Oh, I'm an Army soldier. Can I?" They're gonna say, "Yeah, buddy.
I'm
I'm
not hunting my deer."
Yeah, I'm a 20-year sergeant major. You know what I mean? So that was out. So I was at Fort Drum, New York. That was out, and then I ended up doing my tours, and then I went to Korea for some time, and then I came back and finished up my career as a recruiter in Philadelphia. Now you would think, out of all the places I've said, you're never gonna find a place to hunt there. I met my buddy's wife's sister. So my buddy Mike, his wife Sabrina, her sister Amanda was at the time dating a guy. His name was Josh. Big military people. They live in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. So they're about 30 minutes, 40 minutes outside of Center City, Philadelphia. Beautiful old farm. And man, that started it for me. Like I wasn't filming yet. But I really started to. That was like when because remember I went like 8 years without hunting.
Yeah.
So that 1 year was a magical year. I saw more bucks doing buck things, more mornings that really made me with a new appreciation of being from where I was to now here. Like suddenly the birds chirp clear.
Yeah.
The fog is more defined. The mist, you feel it. The wind, you feel it. You're living one with nature, and you appreciate those things. And I had an opportunity where a buck came down. I don't know if I ever told this story. I had a buck come down a tree line with standing corn that I had waited all freaking year. Dude, I had a trail camera there. I seen bucks come down all the time. Every time I hunted it, nothing. On a foggy morning. Actually, it was the election day 2016. How could we ever forget? So this buck comes down in the fog, and I shoot him right underneath my tree stand. I grunted to him, and he didn't know where the grunt came from, and he just run right by me. So I had to give me a mat, and then stopped him. And I just said in that moment, I said, "Man, I gotta start filming these things, man." That was wild. Like that memory was absolutely wild. And then that was when the old noggin went off, and I was like, "Oh, wow, memories." So I always kind of had the dream to do it. Obviously, you got to put thoughts into action. So I went to a school in Ohio, film the hunt school, Tom Beach.
Yeah. I know the guys, good people.
Yes, I went there, and man, it just, I'm telling you, like I smile talking about it. It changed my life, dude. Like it changed my life, man. Not saying I'm perfect or everything's all together. Still not case, but don't worry. But it's like it gave me a new mission, a purpose in a sense. Something that was because like I'm a goal oriented and a driven person. Like if you show me the finish line and all like the crazy obstacles to get through, dude.
Excited. That
there.
tough mudder that
sleep on your boy, dude. I'll get there. You know what I mean? I do it all the time, man. Like, I didn't really start noticing these things about myself until my girlfriend started pointing them out, but I think she's biased. So I went there and started filming. From there, I filmed for them, for a while. And then, it was time to get paid. The internship, the internship is only for so long.
Yeah.
And, so.
You got to make money.
Gotta make money.
Can't tell Verizon, hey,
Right.
I'll pay you in publicity.
Right.
BG, Verizon don't want to hear that.
Exactly. So I made a bunch of business cards, thick business cards. Man.
That will
so
stand out.
I mean, this thing, this is a thick business card. So I made them, and I just started handing them out to everybody. I mean, everyone, man. I got like the 5,000 package.
Yeah.
I couldn't, but they were thick, so there was like 3 boxes.
The
like
Vista print where you get them and sling them all.
Yeah, and I just threw them out there. Well, apparently in the outdoor industry, when it comes to hunting television shows, there ain't no shortage of work for a cameraman. So, here I thought I had done something. All you really did was just saturate your market, which is totally fine with me. So I ended up working then for Headhunters Television. I was kind of tutored and mentored there by a good friend of mine, Stephen Phillips, Scuba.
Scuba.
And I filmed Randy, I filmed Nate, I filmed whatever sponsor they had in camp, you're just another cameraman. You're not the producer. You're not, you shut your mouth and listen to Scuba. He's gonna tell you what to do, buddy. We're gonna pay you at the end. And to me, that's fair.
Yeah, it's the best way to learn.
Learned a lot. Learned a lot from them, and it was never like a competitive, like, oh, you know, we don't want to tell them this, tell them that. It was always like, hey man, the better you are, the better we are. You know,
Yeah.
so like, we want you to be great because that means that we're great.
And
so
if we all do great, we're all great.
right.
Yeah.
So technically, you know, when I say I was under Become One, I feel like I wasn't on my own. I feel like I was under their tutelage. Headhunters was my first time on my own. You know, filmed Nate Hosey kill. You know, I mean, to me, it was an absolute giant. Actually, it was such a giant that the deer was 80 yards out, and Nate was like, you know, are you on him? I said, yeah, I'm ready wherever you are. And he was like, all right, well, let's, you know, let's not get here a little bit closer. So, you know, we always have a good laugh about that. And, you know, that's at my expense, but it's true. Like, dude, I was pumped. Like, and this was my moment to really show what I could do. Yeah. The buck ends up roaring, and it got featured on Monster Bucks 29 or Monster Bucks 28. One of the two.
Oh, cool.
So, and it was his little boy was on the blood track, Cruise Bear. He was on the blood track, so that was cool. You know, and I could be a part of that. You know, and that's the other side of filming that I think people don't understand. Like, that's why I came up with the name Wild Memories, dude, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not yours, but now you hold an infinite moment in time, a tangible thing that's still intellectual property, but it's tangible. And you can create and manipulate that and make that however you want for the viewer. You want them to be happy, you want them to be sad, you want them to be motivated, you want to be inspired, you want to be crushed, you know what I mean? Like
any of it.
What do you want, baby? You know what I mean? Let's get on Audio Jungle and find something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So so I did that. And then from there, I also worked for Inside Outdoors TV, and I had edited an episode for Pure Hunting. Willie Schmidt, who was maybe season 7. I really can't remember. I have the project file still in my, I keep everything.
Yeah.
I keep everything organized. It just goes down the list, man. So I did that. Then I met Trent Cole.
I know him.
Okay, yeah. Played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah.
Seen him he does the Ike and Ellie fishing tournaments.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I seen him up there.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
So, so I did the old business card trick face to face, Deer Asset Classic. My buddy Mark Winker, he ran an amazing event there. So I was there for that, and I was with my dad. My dad at the time, he had a booth there. He had like a little 4x4 off-road store that he was
operating. Cool.
Yeah. So I went over to Trent Cole. I said, Mr. Cole, my name is Christopher Davidson. You can call me Boomer. And this is my business card. And I want to film. He said, well, man, I'll give you a call. I said, okay. So I called him all summer. Kept following up. And then, this guy, busy man.
Oh, I know.
Busy man. Then all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe 12:30 at night. I don't know. Maybe 11:30. I get a phone call, and I'm like,
he's calling me.
Like, hello, and he's like, hey, we're going to Kentucky on the I think it was like the 7th to the 14th. Are you on in? I said, yeah. He said, all right, I want to talk to you, about some more opportunity. So I thought to myself, like, let's do something here. Meanwhile, still going to college and doing foot soldiering, as I like to call it, which is nothing more than driving yourself in an area code to a shopping center, getting out of your car and going store to store to store to store to store to store to store, practicing your pitch, getting told no, bottom dollar prices, quick one-day jobs, cash money talks, or maybe, paying half down now, paying less down. Dude, gaining experience and surviving and learning how to do business stuff that, I didn't grow up with a business family. So, this was all new to me, and it takes courage to do those things too, dude. You don't realize that you're building inner strengths within yourself, dude. Every time you hear a no, it could be a yes. So that's
one no is closer. And something
let's get them out of the way now.
Dude, I always got, something that got embedded in me growing up. If you're worried about asking or you think they might say no, if you don't ask, you've accepted them saying no.
Yeah.
It's the same answer.
Yeah, you're almost damn near too cowardice.
You're dumb. You just got 2 no's at that point. Yeah. You accepted the no you didn't even get.
You don't deserve the opportunity to work for the money if you don't even say something.
Yeah.
Just walk away. Yeah. Yeah. That a lot of that for me came, which I'm sure everyone has an anyway, but for me personally, my testimony when I went to the recruiting school in the U.S. Army, dude, that changed my personality. Like, I was always a talker, animated, a funny storyteller, but to have to turn that into this is my livelihood.
Yeah.
A lot of people think the Army is easy to sell. It is. The people that come walking in, and half of them are disqualified. That's why they're in the Army. They're looking to they got something going on or some kind of medical issue, or they've been some kind of pending charge, this or that. But to tell someone who to society says, oh, well, you have a great future ahead of you. You're going to do this, you're going to do those great things. To then tell them you need to invest 4 years of your life to the United States Army, and the Army's going to pay you back on all that. So, see, I'm already getting into it. That's the problem. Like, it's
you love it. Yeah,
you can't stop. Yeah, like it's a good decision. So
it comes with a charger. No.
yeah, it comes with a charger. Yeah. 3 hots and a cot. You're in.
Oh, you've heard it all.
Yeah. So, dude, it did me. I just talked myself into a circle. Yeah. So, that's right. Yeah. So surviving, just making money that way. Yeah. Little did I know that, like, these little successes are building and building and building. But to me, I'm nowhere where I want to be. And I'm like, oh, man. So Troy Finn calls me back. We go on this hunt together. We kill a dandy of a buck down at Premier Outfitters of Western Kentucky. My good friend Mark Clifford. Dude, this is the spot in Kentucky. Like, I'm telling you, this is the spot. They got big bucks, big ag. The guides do it right. The lodging is top notch. I think it's called. It's new. It's the Greystone Lodge at Premier Outfitters. That could be like a wedding venue. It's huge, dude.
We'll post it in the comments on the Facebook afterwards, so you scroll through, you'll find it.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mark. I didn't have that prepared. So, but yeah, so I go down there on that hunt with him. He kills that big buck.
You heard that?
Yeah, I did hear that. So he kills that big buck. I film it again, get it on camera, and it's like, okay, now this is starting to become a pattern. Like, I'm not doing anything different than anyone else is doing, but like I'm really executing on the camera well. And don't forget, while I'm doing this, I'm learning how to edit too. So once you learn how to edit,
your camera gets better.
Yeah, dude, this becomes like, I'm not wasting my time with all this. I just know what I need. Here's a free little tip for listening. If you're filming hunts, okay, and you're filming an animal walking by, you don't need to film him moving the camera the entire time, I promise you. Just hold it, look for your spots, your openings, hold it, get the depth of focus right, let that animal walk right through the screen. The sensor will pick up all the details you need. You only need 3 to 4, good clips of the animal walking through, and that's it. We don't need 20 minutes of him over there, which that stuff's cool, but it could also drain your battery. We're here to execute a task. So
yeah, it's not a social media thing. So, being here with you, this is cool for me. It's kind of my first TV one that we're working on. Most of the stuff I've done is social media. So it's, you have it in your head what you want, but when you go to edit, you might find a different audio and it kind of changes the vibe. And then you're like, oh, I did get that extra shot. I did get that. So it's a different mindset. Yeah. And I wouldn't say easier. I wouldn't say harder. I would say completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
It's like, so before we met up, I researched and checking your stuff. I was telling Nicole, I said, for what you're doing, like that's what you should be doing. Yeah. And that's why, remember we had that conversation where I said, I think there's just some things we need to tweak here. Yeah. Almost like another genre that, you can learn that way.
Like this morning, we're getting the GoPros ready. I'm like, all right, we'll set up one here to get the front, one here to get the back, one here. You're like, no. Run two cameras, will be good. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Simple. Yeah. And a lot of that comes down to like, people think you have to get like the big shot or like the big moment, or you got to get, man, if you just have it with the proper exposure, with the camera still and the animal in focus, man, you'd be surprised how good that footage could come out, brother. Like, you'd be surprised. It's that simple. You know what I mean? And then, get your cut. I don't want to say too much.
Man, not too much.
I don't want to say too much, but, we got the.
So what about any, say stuff on, you've been in this a while, 10 years, maybe even more. What questions come up a lot that,
Everybody always says to me, what camera should I get?
Oh, use your phone, find out how to use the story first.
Yeah. Well, the way I like to do it, I said, well, are you looking to do photography too, or you just want to if they say, well, I just want to video my hunts, just to show my grandkids.
Camcorder.
Camcorder. I always say Sony Z90. Yeah. Sony Z90. You got it. It's an all you can do, or it's an everything camcorder. It's affordable. It's got the LCD screen, and then it's got the built-in mixer, XLR mixer for your shot
audio
and your audio. What more could you ask for? And it's got like a 24x zoom.
Yeah. Low light's going to probably be your only down.
Yeah, but at that
But-
point, you're not invested anyway to
Yeah.
really need something like that. You know, how serious you want to get.
Yeah.
You really want to get that last light, you know, then well, you're going to pay for it.
Pay more money. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I get that one a ton. I get, I get a lot. How do I get to where you are? I get that a lot, but people don't understand.
It's not a path. It's not like a directions here. Follow this, and you'll be good.
Yeah. I you know, I don't want people to think I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I'm somewhere.
Yeah.
Not. Like, this is a work in progress. This is a nonstop uphill battle, constantly clawing tooth and clawing and fighting your way up. And ain't nobody resting around here. You know, can't afford to. So, yeah, I get that a lot. And, you know, my advice to them would probably just be, first off, be honest. Be honest. Know what your skill set is. Unfortunately, this is a niche market, and it's very hard to get into this market and stay in this market. If you think that you're going to get paid for the very first time that you film something, I got news for you, man. You know, I got swampland in Florida for you to build on. Like, that's not going to happen. Yeah, you have to build a portfolio. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, like some people are past that, some people aren't. Some people are this rate, some people aren't. But everywhere you go, you should be looking to learn and work your hardest.
Yeah, do your best every time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, dude, you know, make a connection.
Like, there's these reels going around. It's like this meme where it goes, when the client doesn't have the budget for what you want to do, and he like pulls out a little camera, and then it's like a picture of an old man that's like decaying and it's like building a family story, and then it goes back to the guy, and then he pulls up like a Alexa or a Red, and it's like bum bum bum, but it's like, but you know what you need to do for this job. Yeah. It's like, you know, to a degree, if you know the client budget isn't there, don't, you know, spend 5, 6, 7 weeks on something and kill yourself, but your name's with it.
Yeah,
that's where it's tough. You know, turn down a project versus doing it half-assed and leaving your name on it. Yeah. That's advice I would give.
Yeah, definitely.
For someone who thinks like, oh, it's only $150 or $200, I'll do it, but I'll just fucking barely do anything. No, turn it down, because that's going to put a bad name, or you're going to be a bad camera guy because you half-assed your job. Just be straight up about it and don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, don't chase.
Yeah.
Don't step over nickels to chase dimes.
That's it.
You know,
because there's a lot of opportunities that come about them.
You can call me, boys. I'll tell you what. I'll work in the schedule.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just it's been an awesome experience. And then, like I said, I edited season 14 of Blitz TV, and then from that moment, I realized, dude, like I could do this on my own.
Yeah.
So I thought, yikes. So I essentially made a pilot, had an idea, put it together, and through my connections of who I had known with the network and throughout the industry, did what I had to do to get to where I had to be in front of the man I needed to be in front of. And he said yes. And Wild Memories was born. So that's
it.
Yeah, we're in season 5 right now. Season 5 starts July 1st.
Wow.
So yeah, we're gonna have our 50th episode this year.
50. July, this is filming for July?
This?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So this is a part.
Oh,
Nice pivot, Phil.
All right.
Yeah, this is actually going to be our 5th installment of the Fly Down Party. Every season has an episode dedicated to just turkey hunting.
Oh.
You know, and you know we try to put plugs in for the NWTF wherever we can. We try to load it with kills. You know, so you know because they're turkey hunts, man. You know, you can only tell a story for so much.
Yeah.
So
gobbled, came down, gobbled again.
Yeah, Dave was actually on the episode last year.
Yeah.
With that hunt that we had. Yeah, it's been my buddy Johnny Dale down in North Carolina. He's usually on the Fly Down Party every year as well. It's our pride and joy, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's something that every year you can count on a Fly Down Party episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just from being here yesterday and today and hearing the stories that you guys are all talking, you, Dave, and everyone else on last year, the year before, remember driving down the road. Oh, remember that field over there with blah, blah, blah. Dude, it's a fun place. It's cool. I'm enjoying it a lot. And learning a lot. And, you know, it's cool because I'm in Harford County. I live in Bel Air, Maryland, Harford County, and we're down in Prince Anne's County, Queen Anne's County, Wacomic, by Salisbury.
Dave,
We're by
dude,
Salisbury.
what county are we in?
Comment it if you're watching.
Dave.
We'll start banging on the roof.
We talked about this.
You got to help us out. No, but anyone who is watching, who does hunt, Nanticoke Outfitters, there's the logo. Check them out on social media. There it is, right? I know that's Chris's. There's not the wild one. Yeah, check them out. There he goes. We got Wacomico. Here we go. There they are on Facebook. Just popped it up on the screen.
I think I said that.
Wacomico County. You were right. I was
I
wrong.
went to an outdoor expo show with him. I think it was like the Comico Civic Center or something. That's the only reason why I knew that.
Is that the Ocean City one? No.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
I think it was in Wacomico. That's why I remembered it. Yeah. I don't know. I got it right.
Oh, you got it right. You win.
Yeah, Jeopardy. I still have the board.
So 10 years of hunting. Do you still hunt, you know, get out there on a Saturday morning to enjoy the sunrise and chase a deer without cameras and by yourself? No.
Oh, no.
No.
How would I even go?
Yeah, because it's still just as fun. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it, dude. Like I have it down to like science. Like the way, like, you know, like what I have to do per day to know that if I get nothing else, I can still work with that. You know, you know what I mean? Like it's just with time, you know, like this, like even people that are 2 years in, 3 years in, man, where you're going to be at 6 years, 8 years, just stick to it, stay with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
You slip up, you break things, you got to spend money. Like, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Man, there ain't nothing better, dude, than slipping one through a big old whitetail, dude, and knowing that you nailed that, like I talked about, coming across there, that steady shot. That's free for everybody. Hold the camera still, let them work the frame, get your depth of focus correct. Move it again, get it ready. You know, try to get 1, 2, 3, just really good ones, and then get that thing right where you want it for that kill zone and get that focus ready. And then from there, you're hunting. If you have a GoPro or something, maybe try to bring it back over your shoulder. I always put my GoPros on the trees behind me this way, looking down over me, cross section. So I know which one, in case if I need that for that clip. And dude, there's just no bigger reward than just hearing it. And like, you know, like you got him.
I think
I miss a lot, dude. Camera causes you to miss a lot too. I just want to caveat.
But it doesn't flare birds. Cameras don't flare birds. No, they do flare birds. They do.
Yeah. How about you? You still hunt without a camera, or you hunt
ducks? Yeah.
Okay.
Deer, yeah. But I haven't deer hunted back home. Well, I'm in Maryland now, but it's pretty much all public land. Go in, bow, climb up. I didn't go at all last year. Duck hunted a decent amount, but I didn't deer hunt once last year.
Yeah, that would make sense, man. Well,
it's tough, man.
You're on the grind, dude.
Yeah. Well, all right. So I got skunked 3 times in a row duck hunting, and called on my buddies and was like, "You fuck this! I'm done with this sport. I'm quitting." So I stopped second split and didn't hunt the third split and just focused on media and work and media and work and media and work, and was like, if I put as much effort as, you know, waking up at 4 o'clock, getting the decoys ready, getting everything ready, going out to hunt, going to scout, doing all this stuff, and failing and not getting any birds, let me at least try it at home. Yeah. So then it went well, and it's paying off.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like also, dude, if I were to go into the woods and not bring my camera,
yeah, you see the big thing that time.
Something would happen. You'd see something that's like, oh my God, like, and that's
even
that's a lashing right there.
Even when I hike, so I run a Boykin Spaniel for duck hunting, and I'll take them on hikes pretty much every morning. We go on a hike, and the past 3 mornings, I didn't bring my camera. I usually don't, but 3 mornings I didn't bring it, and I was like, I'm gonna bring it, and didn't bring it. Saw something cool, go bring it, didn't bring it. Go bring it, didn't bring it.
Yeah.
Every time. The 3rd day, it was a bald eagle in the middle of the creek eating a duck. Bro, you know why? Lazy.
Got caught.
Call me out.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I didn't want to carry it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to carry it. I don't need it. Nothing's going to be there. But it might be. If you carry it and nothing's there, you've accepted nothing's there.
Right.
If you left it at home, it's the same.
Exactly.
Just carry it. That's it.
Yeah, I think like today I thought some good stuff. I seen you filming on that walk in there a little bit. Obviously it was a little treacherous, so you know, protect your camera. Everyone understands that. I seen we got a truck, you know, you're trying to capture those moments. That was pretty good because it showed like the
dark morning
and like the hustle and bustle of like, come on, let's go, you know, because that's turkey hunt. It's a big rush in the beginning. You're always late. You're always worried you're gonna bust them. You're always worried they're not gonna gobble. You're always worried about everything, and you'll find out. And then you're worried because you'll find out in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
you know, you're either gonna do it or they're not, dude. And that's why I like hunting with Dave. Like he's very. I think he's relaxed. I'm like a worried type.
Oh, he's so relaxed.
Like,
He's so relaxed.
like, yeah, we're going in there. The turkeys are gonna be in there.
Yeah.
They started firing off everywhere.
It was
like,
the audio from this morning was sick. I'm in my ears
sure.
like this, and it's like my heart's pounding. And to me, it sounds like they're behind me, like right here. And then you do this, and you're like, oh, all right, they're still a little bit away.
Yeah. I actually, for a time, I actually stopped wearing my shotgun inside.
And that's what I was doing.
Listen to
you, yeah.
Because it just becomes too much.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you hear one,
it'll
look at always looking at it, it's like, dude, you don't know where
it's not. It's always in this ear. Yeah.
Yeah, like stop it.
Uh-huh.
Stop it, you hold still.
You go out west at all? You do any west hunting?
Man, I've been to Montana.
Montana.
That's as far west I've gone.
Montana, Texas. You been to Texas?
You've been to Texas?
You've been to Texas. Before we get to Texas, let's talk Montana. What'd you do there?
So I signed up for I booked. I booked a hunt.
Yeah.
So I booked a hunt to Montana Wilderness Lot.
Okay.
And me and Nicole went. And I mean, what was in store for us was just, I mean, dude, it's a whole nother podcast. So we don't talk about it. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's
The Montana.
incredible in Montana, man.
What was the animal?
It was a black bear.
Oh.
But suddenly turkeys came into the mix, which is a delightful twist on that wild memory. Yeah, these people were nice enough to let us hunt on their spot for turkeys. I shouldn't say these people are friends. They're well, that's how it started.
Met them on Craigslist.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much how it started. These people that we didn't really know.
Yeah.
They, the bear hunting, they were still decked up, and that happens. That happens in hunting, man. So sometimes you book for the opportunity. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. We just guessed wrong on the dates, and there's a reason why he was booked out on those other dates. Yeah, it makes sense. But it was our first time. It was our first adventure. Dude, we got to go to Whitefish, Montana, Glacier National Forest. We got to ride a private helicopter through the glaciers, dude. Like,
that's sick.
Like 50 miles. I mean, I got it all on film. I filmed the whole thing. Dude.
It's a wild memory, man.
Man,
that's a good name.
I haven't even used it or shown it yet, but that's something that I have in my arsenal. That's like, this is good stuff. Oh, and I paid for the film permit.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to say, I paid for that, so I got myself covered. Well, we did that. Well, while they were taking us from the airport to the place, every field we drove by was like, "Hey, there's turkeys here," and they were like, "Yeah, you know." So we got access to that. We saw 17 different long leaders. 3 came into the decoys twice, and we didn't kill a single turkey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Missed or excited or just didn't add up?
Well, well, the situation was we didn't come prepared. Like, it wasn't like it was my shotgun, my blind, my setup, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, here's a bag, take it, you go out there. It was just be here tomorrow morning.
Just slingshot.
And I'm grateful for all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying from like a realistic standpoint, it wasn't like we were as lethal as we could have been.
Toolbox wasn't full.
Yeah. Well, we're going back in 2 weeks.
So nice.
we'll be ready. So,
nice.
Yeah, this year we're gonna plan it differently.
So filming it too? Going to be on the. Going to be one of the episodes, right? Awesome.
Oh, horseback riding too. So cool.
I'd like to do a horseback hunt where you ride mules up or something, set up camp. base camp and then go out for elk or something from there.
That
Sheep.
stuff's cool. Tom and Nick do a lot of that. That stuff's cool, man.
I mean, sitting's fun, but it's totally different. Like, we didn't sit that long today. What sit? 6 hours?
Yeah.
6 to 12 ish. It's like 6 hours.
Well, I don't know. Well, we left here.
5, 4. We have 5, 7 hours. So, dude, that's a long time to sit still.
Mm.
Yeah.
We were still too, because we were ready. I mean, you could tell they were all around us.
And where we were, it was like a little knoll where we would look forward. So when they would come up, it would be like, boom. So we had to just be ready the whole time. Yeah. What you got going on in Texas? I heard you saying something about going to Texas later.
Yeah, I hunt Texas a lot.
You hunt Texas.
Mm-hmm.
What are you hunting?
Whitetails,
Ooh.
pigs, sandhill cranes nearby.
Cranes are nice. They're fun.
Ducks there. Predators, man. If you're a predator hunter, we got the predators, dude. I mean, I promise you, you'll hear and see a lot of coyotes. Bobcats.
Bobcats too.
Yeah, bobcats are there. So it's a trapper's paradise. It's a predator hunter's paradise. It's a whitetail deer hunter's paradise. It's a pig hunter's. Whether you want to sit over feeders for them, or you want to SEAL Team 6 sneak up on them, through the wind. Or do you just want to get them out in the middle of the big wheat field and chase them down with the buggy at max speed?
All of the above. Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, that's.
And where do you go to do that? Where do you go to do that?
So I actually have my own place. It's 5,000 acres. So.
Woo! You got a lot of land down there.
We're doing, So it's an investment into Wild Memories. It's a place that it's near and dear to my heart, and we filmed there for years. I mean, I have a lot of content that have come from that place. So, I appreciate it so much that at this point, I feel like I'm the one that should protect it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To make sure that it moves forward in a proper direction and continues to give back to the land that gives us so much.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It does. Dude, 5,000 is a lot. Yeah. That's a good amount.
Well, this is Texas. I don't know.
That's Texas. Oh, down there, yeah.
I'm looking for more.
We're in Maryland, so I mean, if you have 5, that's a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. You get a 30-acre land. It's like, oh, you got 30 acres.
Yeah. I have a parking lot.
Yeah.
That's what I have for my apartment.
Yeah.
And then even mine. I'm just allowed to be there. But yeah, it is a lot of land. We have a lot of good people down there, that help us, run the operation. And, we're just looking forward to what the future can bring. And we're looking forward to, making many wild memories down there. So
what does, 10 years of this, you do plan a lot. You're successful for a reason. I'm sure you write down notes and I'm sure you make plans.
Yeah.
What's the future hold for Boomer or Wild Memories and everything?
Well, first of all, I appreciate you saying successful. I fail at seeing myself that way, but I appreciate you saying that too.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, season 5 is coming out. Here's the thing. I might have all these plans in my head moving forward, but until I need to tell you guys everything, I feel like I want to keep you wanting a little more. So I got some big things up here. You guys know I'm a thinker and a doer. So Wild Memory Season 5, July 1st, is going to be coming out. The air times are 10 o'clock on Sunday. I'm sorry, 5 a.m. on Sunday, 10 o'clock on Sunday, 8:30 or 6:30 a.m. on Tuesdays, and 8:30 on Thursdays. Sorry about that. Stumbled there, but that's the time. It's streaming 24/7, 365 on the Waypoint TV app. Seasons 1 and 2. Season 3 will be coming. And then it's also on the linear cable channel. I believe it's like 6 a.m. on Friday mornings. It's like 1 a.m. But it's on there. And, obviously, you can record the show, DVR, whatever you want. It all helps. It's available. Through Amazon purchase. You can either buy by episode or you can buy the whole season. Yeah, you can do that if you'd like. My Outdoor TV, it's also streaming there 24/7. Start thinking all of them there. Yeah, list them down in the little green room meeting. So it's my pride and joy, dude. It's my baby. It's a labor of love.
Yeah,
it's given me a lot, dude. Like that video camera. How we talked about just buying that Z90. Mm-hmm. Like I can't express to you people enough. It'll change your life. Like it'll take you places and let you do whatever niche you want.
Yeah.
We live in a content creation era, but you got to be able to create quality content, and you got to have your own little niche, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, obviously, dude, just keep talking about it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you're passionate about it too.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I can't wait to see what happens here. I can't wait for this bear hunt in Montana. Last year, I had an awesome season, probably one of the top seasons of my life, to be honest with you. And I owe thanks to many people for that, who made that happen, who believe in me when I'm behind that thing, or when I'm out the front of it. So I appreciate that from people. So future is bright. Things are good. Just excited for the season, man. I got some tricks up my sleeve for you guys.
Any different animals, or are we keeping that secret? Might be different, might not be different.
How about this? New characters.
New characters.
That you guys, when you see it, you're gonna be like, that makes sense. That person should be with Wild Members. So
makes sense.
There's a little teaser for it, and you guys will see that when the opening teaser comes out in 3 weeks.
Ooh, 3 weeks. Be there for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Boomer, we got a big day tomorrow.
Wait,
Boomer. You got Chris Davidson, Chris Boomer Davidson. Where'd you get Boomer?
Because
you had it your whole life? What's going on?
Set me up, man, to tell that joke. Set me up to tell that joke. All right, so when I was a young boy, I went to Catholic school. All good Catholic boys write with the right hand. You know, the nuns make sure. But I'm left-handed. I didn't say nothing, so I kept writing. And, you know, I would go home, my homework would be perfect. But then I'd come there and, you know, perform the task, and it just ain't working. So the sister calls a parent-teacher conference. My parents go in there. My mom is, I was a class clown, dude. Like, I was always a class clown. I just want to caveat and say that. So this is all my doing. They thought that it was about class clownery. We get, if that's a word, we get there, and parent teacher conference. They say, we think your son is on the spectrum here. He might be retarded. And my dad says, my son is not fucking retarded. Like, he's not retarded. And they're like, well, he can't even write his name. Like, he can't even write his name properly. And he's like, bring him in here. So I go in there and say, my dad, write your name. I said, Chris or Boomer? And he's like, Chris, Boomer. At this point, it's like, let's prove to the next Monday, you're retarded. So I write it perfectly. And I said, the nun realizes I wrote with my left hand.
Wrong hand.
She said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. There's been a mistake. I'm so sorry.
I'm making him write with the other hand.
Yeah. So on the ride home, my mom, she's all upset about this. She's relieved, that I wasn't being a class clowner. And she's a big misunderstand. She says, I don't understand why you wouldn't just tell me you're left-handed. And my dad said, because you're fucking retarded. But yeah, I don't know how I got the name Boomer or anything.
You just came up with it.
Just born with it, yeah.
Born with it. You've always been Boomer.
I've never heard like an officially stamped of approval story of how I got Boomer. I don't.
No.
I really do not know. No.
It'll come out.
I just tell people that story, and they're like,
it's funny.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you get the dog to stop humping your leg? Put your thumb in his ass. Nah. All right, we're gonna end it. We got a big day tomorrow. We got to get up in 4 hours, 5 hours. Hopefully, we drop the turkey. You're dropping turkey. You're dropping turkeys.
I think we gotta.
I mean, the game plan sounds amazing. And comparing the game plan with today's plays that happen, it's looking good.
Turkeys are
it's
turkeys.
Looking good. Yeah.
Turkeys are turkeys. We can have the best game plan, but if they want to do something else,
yeah,
they'll do it. But I think we're in the most optimal. Dave's got us ready in the most optimal situation, And he did say, we're three able-bodied men, so get ready to, shake and bake if we have to. So I think tomorrow.
That's it. Yeah. All right, guys. See you later, Boomer. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, guys. That was Boomer. Chris Davidson. Check him out. The Wild Memories TV. I'll put it up here. Chris Davidson _ WMTV on Instagram. Wild Memories TV. Check it out. July 1st is coming out. New season. Yeah? No?
Yes.
Oh,
sorry.
I was looking at you to give me an answer.
Oh, are we still on?
No, I'm still on.
Oh, my bad.
I'm doing a wrap up here.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, so we're doing a wrap up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next week, we got another camera guy, Chase. It's going to be a fun one. Excited to see what he's getting into too. So anyone watching after, leave some comments, leave some likes, shares, helps the algorithm. Thanks a lot. See ya.